I'm live. Yes. Just click the click. Just click the click. Above that icon, above the thingy. Okay, you should pop in. I usually use the other one for us. But it would be so nice. There you are. So, okay, we have to figure this out. How do we get you on? Dun, 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 because now you're all... What do we do? Ding. How do I put you up?
There we go.
Great. Sorry, it's a
You
bit
got it.
new. So, because I haven't had guests on this one, I usually use the
Yeah,
other
seems to
one.
work even better. Nice.
I think it does. Josh doesn't like it, but I'm not going to argue. I think it
No.
is because you can have his unlimited time. Oh, and I think unlimited guests as well. But it's unlimited time, which is really cool. But why? Okay, so then you see, I can even put a copy invite link there. It's just that you're in the chat. Okay, now you've gone off the chat. That's fine. But can you put up your... Can you share a screen?
I don't have anything to share today.
Oh,
Well,
that's okay.
maybe
That's
I'll try.
okay. I did work hard. You just
I,
disappeared.
I'm a bit wordless today.
That's okay. It's that's what I want. I really... But where did you go last night? You went to go and do the pee dance and then you disappeared.
I went everywhere.
Okay.
I
Victor.
disappeared.
Oh,
I went and did some
ooh.
big stuff in the astral yesterday, and I
Vroom, vroom.
still,
Go and
I'm
enjoy,
still
Victor.
regrounding.
Just hold on. Victor's going on a motorbike ride.
Oh yeah, good right.
Go play, boy.
Right,
Go
right.
play. Well,
It's raining
absolutely
here.
awesome. And Karen is here. Here you go. We just look what jumped in.
Oh man.
We got a buddy bubble booping us.
Yeah,
A
you
very
got
tired
you
little
got a
baby
lot.
bunny. It's okay. I
I don't know where
thought
I'm
I
at today.
cuddled you to death last night. You know, I have this bunny. It's not. It's my dog's bunny, but it looks like PG's bunny. But it's got very like crinkly ears that go all night long. I do like to cuddle things. Shame, PG, my love, you're taking a little strain there. It's okay because I did one, but it's fine. I'll talk to everybody about the strain. 3 days, guys. We got strain. Being the harbinger of good news. We shall be tested, or you shall feel like you're being tested, because Venus is right now at this very moment. I wasn't going to start with this, but here we go. Venus right now is being conjunct with Chiron, as she has just toppled into Aries. So it's kind of no more sweet little mama talking from Pisces. She's going to roar with power as big motherfucking smack your bum mama, maybe for some people. She can't help it. I'm sorry. It's like they're in Aries. She's not going to be so sweet. Go doze. Go doze.
You know what I did yesterday?
Yeah.
I did some higher self therapy. Like
Yeah.
I did therapy for guides. That was one of the most fucked up days I've ever had. I wasn't here. I came back this morning and I'm like, I missed everything. I don't know. I'm still in shock. I'll say it. I'm in shock this morning.
That's awesome. They were doing some big work, because very often when we've got such big work to do, we just like, because we can't handle it. It's too
Yeah,
much.
well, I must say it was rough. A lot of energies and going insane, and oh my god.
Insane in the membrane. That was the song they sang for me when I went back to South Africa from here. She said, "You're insane in the membrane."
Yep. Well,
But
I
it's
got
good.
some things. I got some things I can share. I don't have much, but yeah.
I would love you to share, my love, because I was really worried about you. But then I thought, I can't worry about this shit, you know. And then it's
You
also,
trust in me. You know, I'll always
I
come back,
know,
and it's
I
always gonna be
know,
okay.
I know,
I
because
know, but
we had
yeah,
a
you
lot of
feel when
people.
I'm going through it. You feel it, and I'm sure a couple of people in our family felt it yesterday.
Yeah,
I mean, I sent so many energies out. So sick.
it was, well, it was huge because I couldn't sleep and I really wanted to do some, but I did some work anyway. And it was also my own process that I had to also hugely remember who I am, so, and what I stand for and why I'm doing this stuff. So it's like a big like rattling. Remember, the May Queen's over, guys. That little rattling in the hedgerow. So we're now into something else. Saying so it's these big 3 days of huge plasma, just boom, boom. It's like the sun apocalypse right now. Huge plasma rays hitting our planet at a mega dose. So the energies for those that can feel, and some are not really feeling it. I think they are. They're getting like, but people out there are still like bumbling along. There's another bumblebee saying. But yeah, it's like right now, Venus, especially with this conjunct, is really rattling your twin soul. On one level, it's bringing up all your pains of your relationships, and on the other hand, it's telling you that you're absolutely loved and completely okay within yourself. So it's like really, I think you know what we mean. It's really pushing and pulling. I did get a really beautiful revelation because my heart is always sensitive, and it was, but come on, girl, you've got double Aries. You double Aries in Venus. Venus in double Aries right now. You're your own twin flame. And that was like such a huge blessing, one of the biggest blessings I've had from the universe. And it was like, it's not just like in my head, Jesus is my twin flame, blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, you've got that one. But this is my chart. You've got double Aries in the fire, in with Venus hitting you right now. You're your own twin flame. So just blink. So you're welcome to share that energy, anybody. Heaney, we're back. Hello, back.
Hi, Heaney.
Cool. How are you guys doing? Yes, we've got this big ship to berth. Bertha. I'll call her Bertha. So share, PG, if you wish. Let me put up my other thing because this is my big buddy right now. This is my beautiful, beautiful queen. And my buddy. Here's my buddy.
Oh, he's playing with bees now.
He's my buddy. Yeah, I got stuff on him. He's my buddy. He's really. I've got an interesting. One day it might come out, but right now, yeah, he's my buddy, my little guy. Oh, you're awake, Heaney. In which sense are you awake? My son used to, when he was awake, he used to just hear this little voice say, "I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake."
Like a parrot. That's cute.
The only time he slept in his crib was in the daytime, but then he would like to say with this big smile on his face at the crib, "I'm awake. I'm awake." I think Victor's gone off on a motorcycle somewhere. Vroom, vroom, vroom. They're crazy here. They come out in summer and they are in droves of motorcycles and big ones and the craziest looking things, machines, and many girls, lots and lots of girls. It's like it's big summertime madness that they vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah. So over to you, my beautiful one. PG, do you want to share what happened?
I can't. I'm still integrating.
No, that's perfect. That's fine. Just be there. I know
So
you're there.
I
No,
can
that's fine.
show you some images. That's all
But I
I've got
don't know
for
how
now.
we can. Do you have a share stuff on your screen thing?
Well, yeah, you have to. It's all on your side with this program. You have to. Bit
What
like
do
the
I?
other one, you need to share my screen.
But I don't see your screen.
Well, it's under my camera, where you clicked.
Um,
Do, 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 do.
no. Try put it up again.
I can't. I already shared it. It should be to your left under my camera, or I don't know where you clicked earlier to get me on screen.
No, I only have you. Let me see if I take me away. Oh, wait, let's see.
Boop, boop, Beanie, and
No,
boop, Karen. Haha, you just got booped.
we're booping all over here. You know, the phones boop us too. When we get a message, they go whoop. Awesome. Wonderful. I can't. I don't see.
Well, it's okay.
I don't see.
I'll just be present.
Let me see if maybe if I take off my stuff. No. See, I don't have you. Try and share it again.
Yeah.
Because even when it was up here, I didn't see it. Share the screen. Yes, add to the scene. There we
There
go.
you go.
Oh, I like that. There we go.
Pure instance reconnecting with all the aspects of the self and everything.
Yes.
Our good old octopus friend
Whoa.
and bare to the bare minimum of a body. So yeah, that came true. Then we've got Unity, the classic Unity in the Tesseract. Add in spin.
Spinning. Yes, we're spinning.
Activators. I don't even remember why I made that for. Yeah, wow. The torchbearer, I think. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Shielding and protection from my
but,
essence.
but that's just so that's the shield that I see when I do the Chamunda, which is I'm green clean Chamunda Vivice. It's that Vivice is that shield.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
So that's when I was starting to help the guides. I made that to help them.
Yeah.
Well, I help the guy that holds them too. So yeah, I never thought I'd do a higher self therapy someday. That was fucking intense. Don't do it if you're not ready. Just saying, take care of your own shit before. That's just. And I had that cool eating spell. I like that one.
That's very nice.
Nice. Connects most of the elements except fire. Let's say.
Okay. I know you were chill, Mama. Yes, I needed you last night, but you weren't there, and it was like, come on, where are you? It's okay.
I don't know where I was.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, some healing portals.
It's beautiful. Love things. It's a little star. What a pretty star. Ooh, very nice.
I got this beautiful thing. No comments.
No, it's awesome. As I say, yeah, I love the color. It's very protecting. Yeah, it's really cool. It's very cool. It's very.
Yeah, those are from my pure light writing. I recognize those, but yeah. The mirror becomes the lighthouse. That's steps we're going through.
Mm-hmm.
And my bunny.
And the bunny.
My bunny universe. Oops.
Broken hearted. Oh, little Hodrick.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't remember why he was sad, but yeah, life is hard.
Life
He
is
just
hard,
needed
Sonny.
a
It's
hug.
hard. It's hard. People are independable. And the phoenix.
Yeah, that's this morning. Yeah, I've got those two this morning.
Yeah. No, I did hit a bit wobbly.
So yeah, rebirth, phoenix energies. We know them.
So
So
like a
that's
kiss in the middle. Mwah.
yeah. And the classic I am that I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I got since yesterday. Well, yesterday. I can't even say yesterday. I don't know how long I was gone. Whew. Yeah.
Just drink lots of water and listen to your higher self, PG.
Thank you.
No, yeah, just listen to what you got to do. Yeah. No, I had that a little while ago. I've got it written the date. I can't remember. Well, and that was like really. I had it quite a while in 2020 when I was on the couch, and there were these blue beings, and I was covered in that mist, and there were these blue beings around me. But they weren't like they were in long coats, not coats like caftan things, long things, and they were working. And then but I was like. And then a little while ago, a few weeks ago, I had that avian being, and that I woke up halfway through it. So it was early in the morning, and that was really cool because I was awake. Well, it wasn't. Like they were there. He was there, and I was awake, and they were doing this whole implant, putting this crystal plate in the back of my head. But that's interesting. I'm still convinced, and I don't want to like push too much, but that they put chips in my head when I was in South Africa too, because this was a bump. It's still a bump here. I had an interesting time there. It wasn't so fun. Yeah, it's in the real 3D stuff, but this was out there. So yeah, no, this was long overdue. So, I mean, as you know, I've been working with this channeling stuff as well. So I haven't started chat. I mean, I do in my own space. But I was just thinking, I haven't started. I'm just unloading. I'm just downloading what I know. I had a really interesting experience this morning because it was quite rough for me. And then I just thought, you've just got to keep going, girl. It doesn't matter. Just keep going. But we'll talk a bit later. There's a lot that I did last night. And I just thought, I can't handle this other side. Anyway. Anyway, I can handle the one side. It's too much. But I can. I'll have to do it if I've got to do it. I've got to do what you got to do.
Well, you can do it. We just need
but
to
it's
get
nice if you
it
can
again
work with somebody.
because it's a lot.
Hey, and I went for a walk, and then I saw this old man. He's very sweet, and he's very kind of. He tries to be flirtatious, but he saw me, and what did he say? You all do think. I can't understand because it's originally from Russia. Die sind always so schön aufgeputzt. You know, you're like polished. He said, heute sieht sie so wie Gold. So in other words, he said, I looked like gold. I was shining.
Oh, that's cute.
I know. So I continued on my walk and he told me that he would bring his own coffee. I didn't have to even give him coffee. I had to bring his own coffee. But I did thank him very nice and wished him a good day, and then politely closed my eyes and politely put on my crown. And yeah, it was really gold. So that was really cool. Somebody was seeing that. That was really awesome. And then I had such a interesting, this was quite miraculous today. I know I shouldn't have been cooking with oil at all, but I did have oil and it splashed like a whole big spoonful. It was stick at the bottom of the pot, and and the whole spoonful splashed of boiling oil on my hand. And I just thought, oh, fuck. So, I just put it under hot water, and it was sore for a little while, but this is boiling hot oil, guys. And it's like almost gone. I think that's fabulous. Quick heal. So something's definitely happening to our bodies. Well, to mine for sure, but to everybody, definitely, guys. Yeah, those are just, I mean, I just like, it's a little bit of, it's what I also just wrote in Adam's thing, Ascension, and that was what was, oh, I love that baby. PG, I don't know, I was thinking about it a little while ago. Maybe you want to play with the drawings that I did for my son. They're like that hedgehog thing. They're so magical. I'll send you some.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And it's like his childhood. Maybe you just make magic with them. Or maybe not. Who knows if Ascension's going to be this big? There will be something. But we have to just, as I keep saying, we are like these it's the electric lightning. I love that. It reminds me of, that's like very African for me. I work with something like that, but I work with that as unconditional love.
Yeah, I recognize that light writing, and it's so charged. That's my higher self, purely.
Yeah.
Guess
Well, you
that's
would.
where I was yesterday. I can't say it in words, but I can say it in glyphs.
Yeah. I'll show you quickly. I'll show you later. I'm going to show it. I'm thinking. And I haven't unpacked them. I've worked with that statue for a long time. It's a big mother. But I've got it because it's something else. But it's camera, it's like so much like that statue. But it's like that. And it's the mother for me. But I work with that. That's unconditional love. But it's also one of my connections to Africa. Yeah. So lots of stuff. So I was like, so what's happening? So I had to. I don't have a choice because I do have a choice, of course, but I don't have a choice.
I hear you. They give you the choice, but there's no way you're gonna choose the bad option,
And then when the planets are aligned, and I know my planets and stuff, so what's up? There we go. So because I have Venus in the second house where she's supposed to be. And everything comes through the eyes of beauty for me. But she's now jumped into Aries. I don't know how long she's going to be in Aries for. And I've got a lot of things that have moved into the 12th house. So, nobody's got the same chart as me. Everybody's got their own stuff to do. And that was just like really interesting. So I had to go and like play with Venus and open that Venusian because I know, and on my planet, I'm at rose quartz. So it's kind of Venusian. I think it's somewhere else. I'm really not really too interested in the names. I just know it's very high up there and it's alone. Not many people there. I just sit there alone. But it's not lonely. And then that was just so interesting.
Besides Source, no one's ever alone.
No,
besides
never
Source,
no,
there's only
no.
Source that's alone, and he's never alone. So
and there's because he's experiencing itself through us all the time. Yeah. And then there was this huge, maybe it was that Aries stuff, that we're going through this huge portal of the twin suns right now. So it's new. This is all very, very new. The energies will never, ever be the same on Earth again. So guys, put on your seatbelts, put on your sunglasses. We're going through a lot. So yeah, let me just share a little bit of what I was doing here.
You want to see? Hey. Yeah, if anyone wants to send me some energies, I won't say no.
I will. You help, but now don't go off on a P line again. The B dance again, because I came back last night and you were gone.
I will.
You will what?
I just need a bit of integration time now, and I'm back.
No,
that's what I do. That's what I was made for. And
no, I know, but
I can't say no to a call, like you said. You had the choice, but you don't.
Yeah.
I've got a chance to help someone that's in pain. I will. I'll never turn my back on someone. Unless I'm protecting my own energies,
Oh, sometimes you have to say no, I get into that.
I know, but yeah, no.
So she's just me. She's just my keeper of bees. She's me. And I'm quite happy with me and my Ganesha, who is just growing more and more every day. Let me just actually read something if I can find it. I've been doing
So
a
he's
lot of
eating a lot of honey. He's got the trunk
He's
full of honey.
doing a lot of honey.
Sticky trunk. Yay.
I don't know if I'm going to find it. I've got so much, and I don't know if I'm going to find it. The
Yeah.
Ganesha stuff. Because I did it.
Sometimes I try to refine an old picture and it takes a couple of minutes because we've got so much.
No, it's not going to be here. Well, he came in also hugely.
Thanks, Ini.
Well, this all ties in with the bees. So we are all rising right now. So just remember, so I'm jumping ahead. I'll fill in with the bee stuff just now. But so it's all like just pushing itself into one at the moment. So it's definitely the rising of the golden dawn, and especially these next three days, just love yourself extra, go through the stuff. It's quite a big portal.
Does anyone have Viviani's email? I need to talk to her.
I think I do. I'll give it to you.
I could use it, please.
Yeah. So maybe somebody else has got it there.
Yeah.
But so not everybody will vibrate with this, but it is. I think you will. Okay.
Just
The
DM
scroll
me
of the solar guardians, etched in starlight and sealed in honey. We rise crowned in golden flame with Ganesha at our side, keeper of bees, builder of light, breaker of shadow. Our wings are dipped in sunlight, our footsteps spiral ancient paths, geometry encoded with joy, math of miracles, songs older than silence. We are the guardians of the sun. We hold the codes, we pour the nectar, we remember. Let the bees hum the hymns of healing. Let the flowers open with knowing. Let the children of the dawn awaken. Through us, the sun is born anew. Through us, love finds form. Through us, the sacred path is lit once more. So it is, so it is, so it is.
So it is.
That's then she is actually, that beautiful goddess is actually the awakening of the sun. I told you I've been very busy, guys. But I do want to get into some of. We need lots of courage today, but I've got some beautiful because it's big. Especially this rattling around for most people of their twin souls and the love and their first love and their last love and the love pain, and we all have pain from love. PG, you said one of the most interesting things somewhere. I think it was Victor said, love for a change. And I think you're very right. You're so right. More right than right. Who is your first love? Because
Mom.
Your mom. There's no doubt. It's your mom, guys.
The one that gave it's the first, usually the first person you see, and it's the first one you cuddle with, and I for me it was just obvious it's your mom, not yourself. You don't have that kind of reflection at that time, and you don't even exist, But,
no, you don't exist. It's and you don't. The aura, it's weird.
Unless for me it was obvious. Everyone was, I know it. Ideally you love yourself. Oh, I come in this world, oh, I'm so great, and you come out crying and shit, I just got ripped from the void. What the fuck is going on?
Your ego, and this is like where we say part of like the body is always the same, because children all over the world given a pen and paper will do the same drawings up to a certain age and at the same time, give or take a week or two. So the eye comes in round about 3 and they start drawing the sun symbol, that's written on our subconscious, which is the circle with the dot. And then the child will also start saying me.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have that perception.
No idea. And
Yeah,
they are
that's why I
completely,
said that it makes no sense to love yourself when you come out, but that's the
yeah.
end goal, loving yourself like you love others and stuff. But yeah,
And they are you're completely one with your mother's auric field up until about 3. Then it starts to slowly separate. So, fact. But then also with this whole love thing that people would go through, then the first person that you love is really your first heartbreak, you know?
Yeah.
And that's going to like affect every relationship, that first relationship that you fell in love. And there will be, not always, but in almost no cases is there a heartbreak. But it's in the West. That's what I was talking about the other day, isn't it like, it's just something to open one's mind to consider about arranged marriages, where they've looked at charts properly and said, theoretically this will work. And then you don't go through that first love crap because your mind's already. And I told you I met that Muslim boy, and he was like, "No, then I'm going to wait. Then my parents will find me a beautiful wife, and then I know that I'll be happy." It's no problem. Right? He's not even thinking about looking for anybody because he trusts his parents. He trusts that they will find him a proper good match, that he will be happy. And why not? Why not be happy, guys? It's so complicated. Why? I mean, I do understand some that you don't want to marry that horrible, grunky old man with like hair growing out of his nose. That's like, and some other kind of arranged marriages. But yeah, with the highest integrity, arranged marriages are not such a bad thing. And I've spoken to many Indians about that, that you grow to love the people. Sometimes you're surprised, sometimes you have to work a little harder. But hey, I think it would solve a lot of problems, but it's just not things. The same as planned, kind of, not planned babies, but babies made in love, Anyway, those are my own personal thoughts, my own personal stuff, which is not going to happen in this lifetime anyway. I'm way past any of that. So, where was I here? Ding, 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 ding. A lot more together. Who else is coming up here? So she was awakening the sun goddess of the bees. I should have remembered that. Been so busy, guys. Oh, that's just for me, just to remember where I come from. It's mine. Oh, let's not forget that we did bring in, just to protect us, Buglamuti, just to like grab our brain and our tongue and kosh us over the head if we're not listening. Okay, and
I
she
think
is.
that's what's happening to Scotty. He's getting bugged on the head.
Buglamuki.
She cut his tongue and
Yeah,
tongue.
yep. But she also, remember, she protects the truth. So we're going to see a lot. I was doing some interesting research on the words with truth and blind as well. It was very interesting. I might share them. I've been like really busy. I've been on a tangent. Don't know how I've managed to rest so much today, because today is a good day of rest, they say. But I'm very hot right now. Okay, so this just to keep this whole, because I've opened a whole new file. I was working with Mother Gaia, so now we've got Be Beautiful. So Buglamutki is going to pretend, of course, thank you, PG Mum, the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful pictures I have ever seen. Thank you. She's just the guardian. Tell us about this one again, please, beautiful PG Bun.
Well, that was when we met. I guess it was the heart of the temple, where the bee queen was resting. After all, oh yeah, that's just the temple of the golden cities, the treasure, the unity.
She just makes me sigh. In bliss, like deep-seated bliss. I don't know who did these, you or me, but they were just like a lot of
That one's your,
protection.
well,
Huh?
that one's yours. The other one was mine. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of protection, bringing it in all the time. So she is, just very briefly, and you know, as I was reading, I thought, oh, but of course, we know so many of us, we know so much of this. Let's just see. You see, now I went all the way down. I had it so nicely prepared earlier on. Over there.
Oh, yeah, basically hive minds, reconnection with the family, everything. Yeah, take care.
Yeah. Well, we've done, but I wanted to just because I don't know it, so I can tell you a lot about the African bees and how they relate to the bees and how I relate to the bees and to that other thing. But I really don't know the Hindu mythology, and I thought it must be there somewhere. So. And then, of course, when one knows, gets the knowledge a little bit, we know a bit more about it. So she is Brahmari Devi, the bee goddess, from Brahmara, Sanskrit for black bee. It is a form of Devi Durga, particularly associated with sound and vibration. In the Devi Bhagavatam, Brahma Devi destroys the demon Aranusura. Remember, there's 3,000,001 gods and goddesses, so give me a break here. But I'm doing well. By sending forth swarms of bees and buzzing insects from her own body. No weapon could harm him, but her vibration and nature's force could. In Africa, I had a woman who had like put cockroaches. They talk to the bugs. Almost everybody's a witch. And you'll see them, they talk to the insects. And then they'll swarm. It's like not a big deal. So stuff too, like things you can do. Symbolism, Brahman represents the power of sound. Specifically the buzzing sound of creation and the divine intelligence in nature. So, you know, we've all heard the buzzing. Well, I hope we've all heard the buzzing. It's the sacred, the noise, the om, or the buzz, or when you get into very deep meditation, you can hear the buzz. Or if it's late at night and it's very quiet, maybe you hear the buzz. And I've just been telling us for a long time to hum or
I
om.
hear the
Yeah,
I hear the ball.
yeah, the buzz. Thank you. I forgot to do the bowl. Her mantra includes the Brahm syllable. I'm not going to, her mantra is like too difficult. Mimicking the sound of a bee, which is also linked to Kundalini awakening and inner vibration. The bee and Krishna, the cosmic lover and divine flute player, is sometimes associated with bees through symbolic poetry and bhakti literature. The bee, and I love the name of the bee in Hindu. I'm keeping this for a long time. You're welcome to share it with me. It's the Mad Hooper. Don't you think that's a cool name for a bee?
Yeah,
A Mad Hooper.
Madhupa.
A Mad Hooper is drawn to the lotus, Krishna's feet, for nectar, symbolizing the soul's yearning for divine bliss. In the Bhagavad Purana, gopis lament the bee's presence as a messenger or symbol of longing for Krishna's love. So we long, and it is, we're all longing for the divine, somewhere, somehow. And Krishna's blue-black hole hue is also likened to the black bee, beauty and full of mystery. Then, of course, there's Ayurvedic and yogi thought. So are seen as symbols of refined perception. In Ayurvedic, honey is called madhu, considered amrita. So it all makes sense. It's the amrita, which is the nectar of the gods. So honey is like big makulu stuff of immortality when sourced and used properly. There's a lot of, and I know in the African tradition, there's a lot with that, which I'll share a bit. Like it's for them. Yeah, anyway, I won't share too much, but just some that I know. It balances all the three doshas, the vata, the pitta, and the kapha, and carries the essence of flowers, a concentrated form of solar energy. You don't have to do the Hindu stuff, but just pick out there. It's solar energy. It's like thousands and thousands and thousands of flowers in a drop of honey. It's magic stuff, guys. And when you do your mantras, it's like, for me, it's like weaving a garland of flowers up my back. And obviously the sound of the humming bee activates the pineal gland, stimulates the buzzing of a bee, and helps attune one to subtle vibrations. We've got to sing this creation in. I've been singing in the birds and the rainbows for quite a while now. Just hum. Sometimes I just sing in tongues or sing gobbledygook or just whatever I feel like singing. The sound vibration, the soul longing and sweetness, the medicinal nectar of life, and the divine feminine. You okay there, divine? You should go and have some honey. It'll be balancing. It's like the best medicine ever. I think we're going to because I mean I've like used honey on ailments and things, and there was stuff that comes up with the other thing that but it is work on the humming queen of inner sound and protection. She is Brahmari Devi. The face of the Devi is serene and radiant, emanating wisdom and stillness. Her bee wings are expansive. She flies beyond the scene and sings through veils. I'm reading this because it's pretty much the same in all religions across the board, that they think the same about honey. Yeah? The central bee is the sacred syllable, the hum of Om, the unseen protector. And it's very good to Om in your head. You don't have to. It's nice when you do the Om and you get that vibration in your body. Okay. Okay, she is the protectress of sound codes, and I'm working with musical codes. Ganesha does. Ganesha's got everything under control. I love Ganesha. The protector of sound codes, the mother of vibration of
Guys keep saying they got everything under control, but they don't. They have no fucking
Nah,
clue
I
what
know.
they're doing. They're telling that to you so that you can breathe and count down. They have no fucking clue what's gonna happen. They know the system. They don't know the outcome.
They haven't
So,
got a
yeah.
clue. They really
Sorry,
don't.
that
Nobody's
just
got a
went through.
clue. That's why I said, if anybody tells you, I have said that before, if anybody tells you that they know what's going on, they lie. Nobody knows.
They're the crazy
No,
ones.
the
They
high
are the crazy ones.
They have got no idea. But why I say he hasn't got everything under control. But he's stood for those things for thousands of years in many, many places. So, number one, if you want, everybody likes him as the protector. That's kind of the last thing I actually ask him for. But he is the awakener of the Kundalini. He is obviously your protector and remover of obstacles. As I said, it's so weird. It's one of the last things I talk to him about. For me, hugely, that he's protecting the science and the maths and the beauty and the art and the music. He's got all his gunas, which are his little divas thingy. Well, I'd call them tokaloshas, but his little things. He enjoys sweetness. So those are like the divas of the nature spirits. So those all come under Ganesha. He's also very interesting, and it's like really quite hectic to read the Mahabharata, whatever it is, which was the Mahabharata, which is this whole long epic thing. I will get down to reading. There's movies, good old Bollywood movies, but that's why he only has one tusk, because he's the sacred scribe as well. So as I say, he's got a lot of stuff that he works with. He's really blessed. Plus, the mother absolutely adores him. It's my boy, baby. This is my boy. She made this boy out of love, and she loves this boy. But yeah, he was writing with a feather, and then That was the story that he had to write without stopping and without asking a question. And he had to, some big Vedic Makulu boss, he had to describe this. But it's a very hectic war. It's a war, it's a nuclear war, which I didn't actually know, that it was like in detail a nuclear war. So that the food after all this war, there was the food was contaminated, the water was contaminated. Anybody that touched these weapons had to go into water to decontaminate themselves. Cities melted. So you can go and read that for those that wish to, and how all those the weapons that they used. So I will. Who wants to go and read that? I will. I'm going to watch a movie on it, a Bollywood movie. Anyway, so he holds quite a bit, but he also writes beautiful poetry and love songs, and he loves children. Children love him. Children are brought up with Ganesha as their little buddy. I love that. Thank you. So the mother of vibration of coherence, the one who calls forth remembrance through her logic, but reason, not through her logic, but resonance. The human bees, the buzzing of prana through the nadis, up and down the back. Bzz, bzz, bzz. The soft sound of the universe awakening within. We'll go into this in more detail. I want to just get this out because I'm sure tomorrow's got a lot of stuff, and maybe not. A message from her. So I'm going to do the Hindu ladies. I do not sting, I vibrate. I am the hum beneath your thoughts, the breath behind your breath. Call my name and you call the temple within you home. You can just Om. Om is good. If you're into Brahma Mari, I'm not very going to be into her, not right now. I've got my other ladies at the moment that I'm working with. And then the Shiva Lingam, when they worship Shiva, we can actually maybe ask Jared to explain it to us better. But and then, because and I was thinking, I thought, oh yeah, of course. Then they cover. She didn't even have to. You've got to know the right question. Well, why do they cover it with honey? And Sri Kalishwa, they were very big miracles where they had this Amrita. So they do the Shiva Lingam. I don't know if you've ever seen it being done. They cover it with honey, and it's like, some say it's the phallic symbol, but a lot of people actually say this is a nuclear thing. It looks like a nuclear plant. So they don't worship an image of Shiva. They worship the Shiva Lingam. And it's usually got 3 straps on it, and then adorn it with flowers, but then it also sits in this bottom thing, which is sort of the yoni, and then they anoint it with water and milk and honey, and it runs out. But there was a time with Sri, good, now you see his name's gone, but the whole room was filled with this Amrita. So often what happens is it turns into this seriously magical, powerful honey, which is then the honey of the gods. Mighty healing powers, and they collected bottlefuls of it. There are pictures of it. If you're interested in that, you can go and what is it in? I'll get it for you. It's somebody's kitchen. She holds a lot of it in Los Angeles. I often pop in there. So that's the honey, the madhu, the Amrita, the divine nectar. Honey is symbolic of Amrita, and it is a very potent. Remember that you're offering honey and sugar and what are they? Sweetness. They're the 5 that Jared offers. The puja, whatever. It's complicated for me to get through this, but I'm getting through it. I do understand it as I'm going through it. Placing honey madhu on the Shiva Lingam is more than a ritual. It's a transmission of nectar, sweetness, and the subtle alchemy of surrender. Madhu equals Amrita equals the divine nectar, which is what was that other thing called? The nectar of the gods, the drink of immortality. It goes across all the religions. Honey is symbolically of Amrita, the nectar of immortality. I would go there, we say, found in the Vedas. It is believed to be sattvic, pure, like fire, and balanced, and is associated with longevity, clarity, and bliss. Remember that you can use honey as a preservative. Yeah, did we go through that yesterday? They made mead out of honey. They would like cook meat with honey in a Western Celtic thing. They have honey from the Egyptians, which is still absolutely perfect today. And if you've got magic mushrooms or any of those nice things, you can preserve them beautifully in honey.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah,
You'll pick up something here. I've got a lot of like useless information in my head. Sometimes it's great that it can just blurt out a lot of weird things in my head. Honey is flower memory. When bees create honey, they gather the essence of hundreds of flowers, making it a distillation of fragrance, beauty, and sacred geometry. That is just so sacred and special. And if you know a bit about each different flavors, if you've ever been in like a honey farm or looked into a health store, there's some honeys I don't like. Sometimes people blend different flavors. There's a whole school of thought that you should only eat honey that's within like a 14-kilometer radius of where you live. Pick it. But you can have flower honey, you can have pine honey, all sorts of honey. And then, of course, there's that, what is that? I can't remember the name now. Maduka honey. It's like really expensive. And that's like, has been known to cure almost everything. This is like 500 euros for a little bottle. They have to collect it high up from a tree. I think it comes from Thailand or one of those Thai places. In Ayurvedic, honey is a rasayana, a rejuvenator, an antiseptic and healing, and the only substance that never spoils. Thus, offering it is like offering the eternal sweetness of creation itself. The lingam represents pure conscious. Is this too much for you guys? We haven't begun yet. The formless divine, the axis of the cosmos, my favorite saying, we're all boulders, love, just ask the axis, please. It's also a symbol of union and the masculine principle rising from the yoni, the divine feminine source. So it's offering honey upon the lingam is an act of feminine devotion to the formless. Because remember, Shiva has no form. There's lots of drawings of Shiva, but Shiva has no form. They don't worship him as a form. Durga and all the other gods are worshipped. I want to say Hannibal. Hanuman. They have their pick, but Shiva is not worshipped as that. Shiva is and it's not worshipped. It's the adoration to the formless. It's just the power. The Shiva and the Shakti. Now they don't do well without each other. Sweetening the fire of transformation, and then there's always that fire of purification. And calling divine attention through love, not suffering. Okay, that was the 5 nectars. Honey is poured slowly, often alongside milk, ghee, yogurt, and sugar. I think Jared does it in the fire as well. A lot of people do that in the fire. These are the Pancha Amritam, which are the 5 nectars used in ritual bathing. So they pour milk over it, then it's ghee. Ghee, you know what ghee? It's like clarified butter.
Yeah.
Well, it's honey, it's milk, it's ghee, it's yogurt, and sugar. And they clean it off afterwards. I mean, after each one. It's like a big thing. It's very beautiful. And the honey seeps into the stone, symbolizing how love softens even the hardest karma, and how the devotee merges with the divine, not through conquest, but surrendering sweetness. I want to cry. I love this stuff. It's so sweet.
Someone's got a sweet tooth.
Well, Ganesh has got a sweet tooth. So I really like that. It works for me. I mean, I don't have a sweet tooth, but it's just nice to know that I can eat some nice yummy chocolate or some sticky bun, something yummy from time, some ice cream. He likes bananas. Just remember that when you slip on a banana. In some tantric rites, honey is also considered sexual alchemy, the divine secretions of awakened inner union.
Ooh, I love that you're teasing your spirit guide, Sini. That's the way to do it. Keep it up. Oh, they love when you call them names like drunk-tailed satyrs and stuff like that.
When the bee offers honey to the stone, even the stone remembers how to sing. Isn't
There
that
you go.
beautiful?
Yeah.
Wow, we haven't even touched the surface yet, guys.
And I'm deep in it.
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
And you what?
And I'm deep in it. Oh, if this is just the start. Jesus.
Well, I think you need to hear this. Just for fun. And then we have this beautiful goddess. But let's breathe. Let me have some tea with my ancestors. What can you feel? The stones, who's got smaller stones? So please, guys, Doot, 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 doot. Thanks. What you got to
Peaches.
say, Peachy?
How do you like them peaches?
Uh-huh. Yeah, now we're coming up to Peaches. Yeah, Peaches I don't know what her name is, but she is associated, well, I'll read it just now. She is associated with the peach goddess, and peach luck is marriage, love luck. Peach blossom luck, peach luck, and they have a whole Buddha with this big peach. So many people, especially people that want to hold on to their love or want a beautiful marriage. I'm so amazed. This thing is almost gone, guys. It was like a big, like a big serving spoon of oil, boiling hot oil over my hand. I don't even have a red mark.
Yeah, I probably jumped timelines too.
Heard that about the nuclear war and great trauma to the souls after. Absolutely. I'm going to watch a movie, Karen, and there are quite a few. So you can go Google for yourself. But this is why I only brought it up was because, and I was like, it was in my head. It was buzzing in my head. And I thought, but what was the thing that I need to look what Ganesha wrote? I know the story, but I've never there's a lot because there's so much to unpack. Yeah. What stones? What stones you got? What stones you got? Who's got stones? Oh, cool. Beautiful.
That daisy's been coming back a lot these days.
What? The daisy?
The one to bottom right. Well,
I know.
Daisy, but yeah.
Oh, enjoy. I'm so glad. We're going to watch and see the daisy. I told you when I went here in the beginning, it was like 2012 or something, when I went to Berlin and to the museum, and floors and floors and floors and floors. And then we just got to, we were so exhausted by then, got to the top, the Islamic one. And it was, oh God. And also on the gates of Babylon, it's full of daisies. They've got all the gates. It's huge. It's massive. It's like the wall of Babylon. It's very beautiful. But I kept thinking, I've got to ask my friend Ishvara what the frick this is. What is the obsession with the flipping daisy? Daisies, daisies, daisies everywhere. All these bloody daisies. Everywhere I look, everything's got daisies. So I'm sorry, and my ignorance, guys, I didn't know it was the flower of love. True confessions.
I mean, you're allowed to give your opinion. Someone goes overboard with daisies, you call him out. You mean, well, what's your deal with being over obsessed with daisies? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing. I was just like, I wondered why. And I know my friend Ishvarad, like he's like so knowledgeable of all this stuff. He was, girl, and I would get a whole encyclopedia of knowledge from him within 5 seconds, which would have been absolutely. Ah, Shivalingam, yeah. I kind of look at this one as my Shivalingam stone, and then I've got an egg. This is my rose quartz. So I know you can get them. I have looked, but I'm quite happy to have nothing. I've got so much, but I have nothing. It's my journey. Interesting. What is your picture icon? Shivalingam stones. From very small. Oh wow. I'm like I do like to. I travel around India virtually quite a lot, all over. I have a few Indian guides program people that I like to watch, going to the temples and things, the offbeat stuff. It's for me. It's so. I mean, we can ask Jared. It would be really awesome to talk a little bit more about it. I mean, we had a lot of Indians because we had so many cultures in South Africa, but they were also they were classified as black, so they weren't white. So they lived in, I can't remember the right name. So they also lived in their ghettos. So you had the Indian ghettos. Yeah. But I was privileged, as I've said, to go to an Indian wedding when I was very young, and to an Indian funeral, and understand their rights. But we always had curry, and proper curry. I don't know, there was like some connection there with the Durban curry that my mother's father taught her to make a Durban curry. And her uncle, he opened like this amazing curry restaurant, but like real curry. When I was quite young, I was like 11 or so. And he had all these amazing ladies in saris cooking in the kitchen. So it was like real curry, just cooking for the family. It would be very nice. Wow. Oh, it's so amazing. Maybe I must get me one. Is that just a small one, Karen? A small Shiva lingam. But I've had Shiva like pick me up and rescue me out of so and carried me. So that's fine. I know he's there. Hey, I wish I could talk to him more, but it's like the time will come when I do more again. I love Shiva very much. Not Shiva, not Krishna. Krishna is Christ, but it's like I don't really. I mean, I do, but I don't. Okay, so where are we off to now? We're off to India. Dun, 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 dun. No, we're off to China. Sorry. Honey in Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine. I know Hini knows something about that, so she's welcome to come and talk to us anytime she fancies. Is known as Feng Mi. Well, fuck me. So we've got Madhu and fuck me. This is how I remember stuff. Okay, you're with me here. PG Bunny?
Yep.
You're with me. We've got Madhu and fuck me. That's honey. Literally means bee's nectar. Okay. Medicinal properties. Sweet, neutral, always neutral, to slightly warm in nature. So if you've got a cold, have some honey, the very basic stuff. Enters the lung, spleen, and large intestine meridians. Used to moisten the lungs and stop dry cough. Oh, there's a wonderful thing that they do. It must be, I don't know if it's Ayurvedic, but for coughs, anybody that's got like chesty things, you make the little honey balls And you make little honey balls with cinnamon powder. And nice to give to your kids. Good, good. And of course, the honey for the throat. So many things we can do with honey. Relieves dryness in the intestines, so it's a gentle laxative. Harmonizes and detoxify herbs in decoction. So yeah, so that if you put herbs with it, you make honey wine. And nourishes yin and restores vital chi. And then she mentioned something which was something else. But honey is yin. It's considered a gentle, nourishing tonic and a medium for transmitting healing herbs into the system more softly. So you steep your magic mushrooms and your other herbs into the honey. PG, you're going to like this one. In Taoist alchemical thought, honey is yin's smile. So I have to eat more honey and smile. It carries light in liquid form, easing transformation. So just buzz and eat honey and we'll be okay. And meditate. We'll be okay. And listen, don't forget we put Buklamuki at the front. Bonk.
With our ruler, with the 9001. Laughing fingers. Fingers and heads.
Bumping here on my phone. Ding, boop, 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 boop. Okay. So, though bees are not as frequently deified in Chinese mythology, there are powerful connections. So it's more in medicine, Chinese tea. And they will. I've seen things where they collect honey like bonsai trees. The Chinese also do the bonsai trees, not just the Japanese. And they will climb the weirdest, strangest mountains, like risking everything. And it's like a whole family tradition. They've been doing it for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They risk their life to collect this honey from the top. And obviously they sell it for a lot of money. But for a lot, it's like a dying art because the kids don't want to like climb these mountains, well, these sheer cliffs. There's something you can do in your part-time, PG. You can go and collect honey on these sheer cliffs. That's insane.
Yeah, that's an intense. I've seen videos. That's an intense job.
It's intense. You know what I'm talking about, eh?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
even
So-
the big suits are not enough, and yeah, sometimes they don't even wear suits.
No, they don't wear suits. What's that? They don't do nothing. No, none of these people wear suits.
But usually they're pre-smoked. They spent a couple of hours smoking them. Well, a couple of minutes smoking them before they do the
Sometimes,
video.
but a lot don't, eh? No. The
Well, some.
African ones-
Well, yeah. Everyone's doing their thing. Good for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. No, it's we pipperig down here. We smoke them. But yes, some do smoke them out. They do smoke. Because there was another thing. It's like, how do you bucket bees? It's like smoke and it's a smoke screen. And I'm very blessed to have been allowed to be able to do the smoke screen again. I'm very blessed. But anyway, she is the Queen Mother of the West. Chi Wang-mu, often associated with the peaches of immortality and the nectars of life. Her palace in the Kunlun Mountains is said to emit fragrant vapors and subtle nectars, which immortals and adepts imbibe. I must go and have a look what the Kunlun Mountains look like. Note to self.
Google Maps.
Huh? No, YouTube.
YouTube.
I do have a way of sound. Oh, please, Carrie, I love that sound. Honey and pollen are sometimes linked to the immortal diet. Gentle golden essence bearing food used in Taoist inner alchemy. I've told you about my Russian healers, but one of the things that they did, I mean, they were like totally trippy. You just feel like you're in your body. You lie on this chair. You don't even lie. You just, one of those easy chairs. And you're out in like a second. Boop. You, boop. you're playing with like space rockets. You're out in the astral. And she obviously can see, but they talk Russian. She can see, and he's working on your body. And she's telling him what's happening. Now, okay, so chakras get mixed around, and anyway, they are just beyond. But one of the things that I yeah, and it is, and you can actually buy them in Chinese shops. So anybody that needs to really like boost themselves, it is ginseng and what's the honey that they give the baby bees or the queen bee? Oh, it's got a name. I can't remember. And you can buy it. It's not very nice. It doesn't taste like, it's sweet, but it's not very nice. I'll get it. Maybe it's in here. But it's that specific combination is very highly prized. It's like crazy, makes you like go but gaga. It's wonderful. Her sacred bees are not literal but energetic, keepers of pollen like light codes. There we go. The immortals and herbal lore. Some Taoist adepts lived on a diet of honey, pollen, and ginseng, believed to refine the body of light. Oh, there we go. But what is it? Royal jelly. That's what it's called. That's what they feed.
Well, some call it ambrosia too. I mean, depends on
No,
what
royal jelly. No. Royal jelly. Royal jelly is what the queen bee eats. It's an English.
That's for the queen bee. I get that. But
And
I mean, honey in general can be called ambrosia or the food of the gods.
Yeah. Well, it is.
And there's not just honey. You know, here I consider maple syrup as some kind of
absolutely
ambrosia because it comes perfectly out of nature, and it's one of those signals that you just feel when you eat it, when it's pure and good.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as you said, when it's pure and good, it's like sugar in the Indian. When it's real sugar, like really raw sugar, it's pure and good. You know, a little bit. But yeah, it is. It's basically ambrosia. But there was also these. For those that want to like really, if it works for you, that you can buy pollen at health stores and sprinkle it on your porridge or on your food or in your salad or on your food or whatever. It will definitely waken up your system. But that combination of royal jelly, and ginseng, I didn't know, it's sort of bit, well, that's why they gave it to me, was believed to refine the body of light. I did crazy stuff. In the Benkamungu, the Compendium of Materia Medica, honey is praised for extending life, enhancing complexion, and they do a facial thing with honey as well. It's really good for it, cleaning your skin, healing wounds and burns. I said, yeah, you don't need all these other creams. Just put a bit of honey on. And calming spiritual unrest. This is why I'm sorry if it's long, guys, but I really did so many links and so many beautiful things. And if I've got 3 people here that have got it, it's fine. I'm putting it out there into the universe. It's got nothing to do with anybody. It's between me and my God person. Bees in sacred order. In ancient Chinese cosmology, bees, you see, bing, were admired for their community structure, devotion to the queen, and precision, a model of harmony with the Tao. In some esoteric Taoist interpretations, the buzzing of bees was likened to the sound of heaven. Yang, yin, subtle, continuous, and balancing. Let's listen to this. That music, I think it's by Shostakovich, called The Flight of the Bumblebee. I used to always get my father to play it. Symbol of honey in Taoism. Okay, transformation by bees. Movement of qi, stored as honey. So that's just a little bit of honey talk. Okay. It's insane. Don't you think it's a lot of information?
Yep.
Raw, and it's a block, Karen, raw sugar.
Well, it's a cane.
Oh.
Real raw sugar, you're numbing on the sugar cane.
That was so interesting in China. I was just seeing something about how soft the sugar cane is. I mean, we
Oh,
have sugar cane in South Africa, which is not natural. That's where the coolies, sorry, bad word.
Yodel.
The
Lot
Indians,
going
they were the dark Indians came over to South Africa to Dale. There we go. They came over to plant the sugarcane fields in Natal. Dale knows. Dale's, have you been to Natal? You've been to Durban. Yes, royal jelly. Yeah. Sugarcane, it was a treat for us. Yeah, Hemi studied TCM. And they haven't changed a lot of the remedies, the things in their box, the things that they use. They haven't changed. For
Bubbles.
thousands.
Bubbles.
Dale.
Bubbles.
What is a Queen Anne's lace? Oh, is that what you think is? Queen Anne's lace is a weed here. It's like we get fields of it that grow on the roadside. I shall have to take a picture. It's so pretty with dewdrops. Oh. I think it's coming out now. We've just had the dandelions. I shall take some of Queen Anne's lace. The other thing that are kind of like weeds here are irises. They just grow madly by the lake. Yeah, I'm not going to find. They've got it, but I don't know who the temple is to. It's like in Bremen. You know, the musicians of Bremen. I have some Irish friends, people that come over here a few months, and they said, because I saw pictures, it's really beautiful. She said, but the people were not very helpful, or quite rude. I think, well, yeah, they don't like white people coming and gawking at their stuff. It's not like the Krishna temples, but the real Indian temples. No, they're not going to answer your questions. KwaZulu. And we've all, yeah. You want me? Okay, I'll start me. Yeah, okay. Well, I never know. I don't always know what I'm going to talk about. But this is like we've really opened, and I think we haven't like got very far yet. But it's like just the tip. Just the tip.
Just the tip. So some people heard that.
What, the tip?
Just the tip.
There's a whole thing about the tip of the arrow. Just the tip. Hey Peachy. We did big stuff. Come on, guys. You have no idea. We were both a little like tripped out. Okay, so that's a Taoist thingamajiggy.
Oh, I would say what I did yesterday and what I'm still going through is even more intense than that.
Yeah.
I'm going through it right now. I'm still feeling it.
It's okay. I'm so glad. I got a wave of intensity, and I thought, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Really.
Well, I jumped.
No,
And
I don't need my heart broken again, thanks.
oh well, okay. I guess you're working on that because
no.
I know it hurts. But
No,
that's why we're
but
here.
that's what I got, and that was what I did. I jumped. I did my own jump, and then that's what I got. I got that. I looked like gold today. I polished myself to look like gold. And then I got that.
I look like shit today.
Honey, my sweet, beautiful little Krista, you've got double Aries in your first house. You're your own. You've got twin flames glowing with you all the time. You are your own twin flame. And
Oh, I've got.
that makes sense. See, I'm so blessed. But yeah, that's the king and the queen bee.
I won't say it. Yeah. They're so pretty,
I
beautiful. They're so.
know.
Oh, they look so.
I know.
I want to
Thank you,
cuddle.
PG. Thank you, my beautiful.
Fluffy, like cats. They're like
They
cats.
are. They're very big and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't
Oh,
for this. I always
I
like
haven't seen
acknowledge.
those. Those are
No,
beautiful.
I know you're not really supposed to see them too much, but I have to acknowledge where I get my some of my power from. We wouldn't have done this without this help of my flock of flaming flamingos. My daddy's on either side. Daddy, D-A-D-Y and D-A-D-D-Y, and I think they all look like. Because I don't like these silly bumblebees. They're just looking silly.
Oh, it's
Hey,
awesome. Del, did you go there often?
what?
Del talking about how he lives 50 kilometers from a Buddhist temple, the Nanhua temple.
Oh, aren't you lucky?
That's awesome.
You must go when you feel to go.
When you feel the call, go.
Yeah,
I'm
you're lucky.
sure there's a lot to be downloaded there today. Well, these days, let's say
Yeah.
it like that.
Just like when you're there, you know it's there, and maybe it's a nice little village to go visit. Yeah. I went to this crazy little Buddhist temple in New York, which was just like a doorway. It was a Buddhist temple. Just trying to, I can't think. I have been, but I can't think. It doesn't matter. These were kind of the original Melissa, the shape, yeah? Made like igloo space rocket type things, like beehives. Let me just see, where are we?
Beautiful. Oh, you took my image and made it your
Yeah.
own. That's beautiful.
So you weren't there. I had to go into the sun, my darling. And it's twin suns. We've opened up.
Did you put your sunscreen on?
I didn't.
That's why you got burned.
Oh, you're so right. Oh, well done. Thank you.
Just kidding.
No, you're right. Because I was trying to wonder why I got burnt. But it's gone. It's like almost, there's hardly any.
Well, you know, your higher selves always bring
No.
it down for
No,
you.
but this, I mean,
Especially when we're doing work like that.
listen, guys, there's healing and then there's healing. And this was like a big serving spoonful of oil over my hand, over the side of my hand. So let's just see what. Okay, so I just want to see. I want to go back to my beautiful boy, my best boy. I always love that in the movie industry there's a best boy. Do you know that, PG?
Yep, good boy.
Yeah, a best boy. Baby! Baby! You're not going out. You've been out so many times. No. There's no directing of like knowing that Ganesha rides a bumblebee or anything. But one of the bee goddesses associated in Hinduism is Brahmari Devi, whose name comes from Brahmara, meaning black bee. Brahmari Pranayama, the bee buzzing breath, creates a humming vibration linked to Shakti energy, used to awaken the Ajna chakra. Come. You can't do this.
He begs to differ. He's doing it right now.
Eaten the outer bone. And there's just one last bone. Fetch. One last bone. Come on, you can do this. And my panther rules. Okay, so yeah, it's the bee buzzing breath. They do a lot of that bee buzzing breath. No, I haven't got that, but you probably have. Creating a humming vibration linked to Shakti energy, which is the rising of the Kundalini, used to awaken the Ajna chakra. So I just hope everybody's getting how important it is to hum. listen. Just hum. Ganesha is the lord of the Muladhara, which is the root chakra, is the guardian of Kundalini Shakti. So while Brahmari and Ganesha aren't paired in text, they form bookends of the Kundalini journey, the bee sound rising and Ganesha stabilizing. But we need to talk later on because we've got some work to do. Oh, you don't have to do it. I'll do it if I must. But it's,
Oh, you're talking to me right now or
Yeah,
to everyone?
I'm
Because
talking to
I'm not
you.
doing work today. Love, not today.
No, you don't have to do it today.
Oh, love.
The
Shit,
bee
what am I
vibrates, but you
supposed to
might
say?
have fun.
Oh, I will do it, just not today. I need to respect
That's fine. The
myself,
bee vibrates upward. Ganesha clears the path so it may be unhindered.
Yeah,
Bees
tell me all about it. I will do it, just not today. I need to respect my energies too,
No, that's fine. Order.
and what I'm going through. Yeah.
So no, absolutely. So no, you must rest. I was really worried about you. So symbols of bees. I hope you felt it. I'm going to go send you some energy too.
Yeah, thank you for everything. I mean, well,
Pleasure.
I
You
was
know-
doing some big stuff, and I still am.
Yeah. It's nice if you've got like a little breeze under your feet.
Don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's fucking
No, I
intense.
know, but it's I know, we masochists, you know.
Well, gotta.
Symbolism of bees, Ganesha and which are similar to Ganesha's attributes. So the symbol of order, bees are have harmony, sacred geometry, and Ganesha is lord of sacred pattern and structure. The sweetness is the creator of nectar, and Ganesha is the patron of art, poetry, and joy. But he also likes sweet things. That's why he's always got a bowl of his little sweet cakes. The messenger, the bee travels between realms, and Ganesha is the bridge between inner and outer worlds. The protector, fierce when provoked, remover of obstacles, guardian of Dharma. So while there is no particular myth saying Ganesha rode a bee, the essence of bee intelligence lives within him hugely. And in esoteric schools, bees are seen as sound beings, and Ganesh is known to guard the cosmic sound Om. If you look at Ganesha, he even looks like the Om. You know, the way they write it. The primordial vibration. Bzzz. So they just never told us. They were waiting for us to find it out for ourselves. Om is hummed, and this is bee-like vibration. The trunk of Ganesha, curled like a spiral, is often linked to nadis and sound pathways, resonant with the bee's spirit dance.
Hey,
You know,
Katie.
that's also how, like, it's if you want to bring Ganesha in, just have a picture of whichever Ganesha like appeals to you, and within that picture, or whichever goddess or god appeals to you, and within that picture, if you just look at that picture and meditate upon it, will actually tell you what that goddess is asking of you. And they don't actually worship the goddesses. It's like, I don't know, there's probably a Sanskrit word for what they do, but they don't actually worship them as worship, you know, like we think of worship. It's as I've said, it's not a religion, it's a culture. It's like a little yeasty culture. Oh Ganesha, if the bee is the breath of the flower, then you are the hum of the universe, turning nectar into knowing. So this is kind of big stuff. And I don't know if I want to even, because this has got nothing compared to what some other culture actually think of the bee. This is baby stuff.
Let's stop reading in the old culture and make our own, you know?
Well, if you know, for me, it was always, if you know the rules, then you know how to break them, then you can break them.
How about we make our own rules?
Well, you can
Fuck
make
the
your own
rules.
rules.
What I
Absolutely.
do.
Well, they all just
You don't need to get lost in 50, 100 old stories or new stories or future story. How about we just live the story now?
Well, we are
Make our
living
own
the
life,
story
make
now.
our own.
I'm just using it to reiterate how important it is to hum.
Well,
As if I could
maybe
go
in
on.
my universe it's not important at all, you know?
No,
you're,
but
you're, we're, yeah, I get it. Get the lessons and yeah.
hey, a little while ago, and we had like long like this. Well, I didn't go long because I'm not going to argue. I don't suffer. I mean, good. Josh would say no. He doesn't meditate. That's fine. It's okay. He doesn't need to. It's fine. It's all cool. I didn't
Exactly. Everyone's
meditate for
got
a
their
long
own
time.
path to whatever
I
we're
would,
doing.
if a book told me to start meditating, I'd put it down. So I'm not going to do that
Oh,
because I have.
talking of the wolf. Hey, Josh.
Josh, there we go.
Glad you made
Beautiful
it.
ones.
How's the new job? I think you were working at some
Not
parking
bad.
spot yesterday or something. Oh, well, maybe I was just another reality too. Yeah, I'll
Hmm.
just shut up for now.
Many. So what else do we have to share? Just for today. Tomorrow's going to. But yeah, shame. We need so much today.
Millie! Well, yeah, everyone's coming in now. Damn it.
Oh, they're ready. Yeah, you can show your stuff just now and tell us again. So,
Oh,
just very briefly, in the African thing, I know that the San people, they all the San are the old Bushman people. I'm not going to go into too much. That honey is the most sacred thing to them, but they don't. Everybody's happy. They've never hit their children. A lot of the original black people don't do that at all. But those that live out in the real, like in the wild, if you touch a bushman's honey, he'll kill you. That's how sacred honey is to them. If you find a stash of honey, they'll generally share it, but he doesn't have to share it with anybody. And then there's the honey bird in Africa. I don't think you have a honey bird.
never heard of them.
Oh, okay, the honey guard. He will actually, let me just see. He flies ahead of him. And I know they have it in Zimbabwe. And I think the Bushmen also have the honey gardens, but probably the whole of Southern Africa. And he's quite colorful. He's a little bit like the that little bird, the hummingbird, but he's much bigger. And he chirps and he chirps and he chirps. And he waits for people, and he will lead them to the wild hives. So then they'll climb the tree and they'll get the honey and they'll take the honey. But you have to leave him like the little grubs and the wax because he wants his payment. And if you don't leave him payment, then he won't ever show you again. So they do like the honey bird. But there was a very interesting thing that I didn't know was a Bushman thing. I mean, they are huge. They're messengers between realms. They're much more powerful in the African tradition than they are in the Indian or the West or the Chinese tradition. Okay, because this is like quite big. I think I didn't know. Because it's like I've got a big fat book of but they don't talk about it, and I don't want to share their stuff. It's up to them. I just give them like due respect because I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have the African bumblebees bumbling in my house, which is my beautiful shepherd from Zimbabwe. So and I hold a lot for Africa. In Khoisan mythology, those are the Bushman people, the oldest spiritual tradition on earth. A bee plays a central role in the creation story. The bee and the first human, it's so sweet. A bee carries a mantis across a vast river, and in the journey, the bee grows weak Before it dies, it plants a seed in the mantis. And this seed later grows into the first human. The bee sacrifices itself to birth humankind, making it a creator, a divine midwife. The story speaks of selfless love, transformation, and the hidden powers of the small and humble. The mantis is like mantis beings. There's a lot. They hold the mantis, and they've got a lot of extraterrestrials and visitations in Africa, and they shut it down because I think I mentioned it before. I was studying it, and they refused to talk about it. The Bushman things, and he did it first, and then everything just shut down. He didn't want us to know, so I know that they did this. But I thought that was very interesting. So the mantis are these mantis beings, and they have a lot of drawings of mantis beings, and they create. They don't do drugs. Sometimes they do smoke stuff, but they do these incredible dances where they get into quite a frenzy, and then they gush blood out their nose. And they've got these all in the Bushman paintings in the wall. For centuries, they've been doing the same thing. They chant and they hum, and then they gush through the blood through the nose. And then they create the pictures are that they have this ladder, this little rainbow ladder, this up to the heavens, into another dimension. So, and then they will come back and they will prophesy. But they don't really need prophecy. They will actually just also talk to an animal. Sometimes they do. But they're just connecting with the divine, with their sacred fire. And they will also talk with an animal that they need to find, so that they've already, like in that sacred ceremony, they've already connected with the animal. And the next day they will go running and find it. King Charles actually worked a lot with the Khoisan, and I never read any of his stuff, but I'm sure he's passed on now. His name was Sir Lawrence van der Post, and King Charles worked a lot with Sir Lawrence van der Post.
I won't remember that name.
You won't, that's fine. Those that want to will. It's like, so I'm just put it out there quickly. You don't have to be interested. You'll say, like, you know me. Oh, oops. And yeah, but Prince Charles, he was in Prince Charles. Spent a lot of time with the Bushmen and learning. So I get cross. He was also given the Tree of Life in the States, and he didn't do stuff with it. So from the beings from inner earth.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're way behind on time, guys. We could have been here earlier, and the clock just ticks, you know. I don't know if some of you definitely feel that you're on a time clock. Like it's programmed. It's like I want to freak out sometimes because I can't stop it.
Yeah, I was there, Millie, but on another timeline. So yeah, timeline jumping. It's getting wild for me. But yeah, I'm always with you. Thank you, Millie, for your work.
Millie. Go eat honey.
I'm happy. I'm glad you're doing okay.
I'm so glad too. Go and eat honey.
Good. Yeah, I'm getting that. There's gonna be more. That was just a test thing, so I'm tight enough. Jesus.
Okay, we won't even go into, but it's very big with creation and resurrection. And I said, well, if you think what I read was powerful about the bees, this is we haven't even touched this.
Oh yeah, Popeye's gonna love it. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
And olive oil. So go eat spinach. Oh, are you still on the spinach thing? We had spinach and kale all through Adam. It's like stuck. Or spinach and kale. So Millie, yes, came home starved. Go and eat spinach. Oh, she is. Sorry, I didn't see. Enjoy. Just the kind of thought of those who were not best in the world. Your own lives are applied to the human species, as I say. Plant best friend, yes. What? I'm not sure, but everybody needs a friend somewhere. I love the animals too. They talk with us, they whistle back, yes, they surprise. They wait for me. The trees wait for me, and they say, "Oh, here she comes!" And the flowers move over for me.
Try to talking to the trees next. That's the
Yeah.
next step. They answer. So
Yeah,
try
well, there's that beautiful song from Paint Your Wagon. I talk to the trees, but I say, and then they talk back to me.
it. Well, these guys took a lot of LSD, so.
Well, I didn't. So this is me. I've got like a little thing like this in a book that's this
You
big.
are LSD. They take your essence and distill it for to make LSD.
There are a few people, very few people that do this without. But then we see a lot of dark stuff.
Everyone's gonna do it soon.
So now it's going to happen for people. So it's wonderful. So at least you got a honey guard, if you want. It's like, I do know how to get out of this a little bit, not much. PG, did you fix your hair?
Like it?
Oh, that's so cool. You got an antenna.
I'll
Did you
fix.
make a pony? Oh, no, that's your chair. I thought you made a pony. Yes, you have. You've got an antenna. I like it. Yay. Now the boogly booglies can come talk to you. Cool. Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee. Now, David Bowie had like a really big thing. And that's when his hair went. I hope it is on Sunday mornings.
Crazy people get crazy hair,
Yeah.
And I'm crazy today. Woo!
My hair has grown from short to it's like past my waist.
Oh, that is long.
In 2 years.
That's my hair just won't grow further than that. It just stays like that.
Yeah, so that's also a sign of something interesting. It's like if only I was very lucky. My son made me. He said, "Do mushrooms." No, do mushrooms. So I did pray and pray and pray. We had this whole little ceremony. We eat mushrooms, and that was so. I said, "But what must I do now? What must I do? What must I do? Like, must I paint? Must I go? Must I do this? Must I do this?" He said, "Why don't you just do nothing?" So I did do nothing, and it was very nice. I had a kaleidoscope, and I saw all this Egyptian coding all over. My whole wall turned into, my whole house turned into an Egyptian temple. It was beautiful, beautiful colors. Oh, very nice. Yeah, his hair also, he had like a big awakening.
Thank you, Dale. Thank you for that.
What did Dale say?
He says I'm always crazy.
He's always crazy.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, Katie, yes, they would, yeah, the stone friend beings. Yeah, you see. And once you've awakened them, it's like once you awaken the trees, they'll always be there, and they will always. He's going for a man bun. He's just got an antenna. It's like a proper aerial, on a transistor radio, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Where you have to like move it around.
It's a little fountain.
Yeah, it's your fountain. I know. I have all the hair that you can imagine. Every culture, from the thinnest, finest hair, not anymore now, it's stuck silver.
Enjoy your hair, because we might not have some in their next life.
I know, so I just enjoy it. No, I always had. They actually wanted me for an advertisement for shampoo, one of my father's clients, because my hair was really very pretty and very like all colors in it and every texture in it. It was just King Crimson. I like King Crimson. I love King Crimson. So what do we need? We're just getting there, guys. So that was just a little bit that we didn't finish yesterday. So in the meantime, we opened because the sun, the double sun. Bing, okay, so we need lots
Oh
of
yeah.
yes, strength and love and courage, guys. This is where we're going now. So sorry, I had to just get that over and done with quickly because I mean it's a foundation of weaving all this stuff in.
That's a big one.
So I'm wishing and blessing you all with love and courage. It's the bumblebee thing in Sanskrit, but I'm not doing the bumblebee mantra. For me, I really like the Chamunda mantra. She's part of the Pleiades, so maybe you do want to get your little hum around her and just get a good mantra that you can use as protection in yourself. Yeah, something that works for you. Keep it safe. Do the right things. These are all really powerful things. Do the bee dance. The black bee.
Look at
And
me.
sometimes, yeah, you got to be careful. There's a black bee.
So fuzzy.
There's your thing. I had to put you in here. That is so beautiful. That's into the sun. It's like,
Yeah,
well, for me, it's
yeah.
like pure energy.
It is. It is a
Yeah.
sun. It's multiple dimensions.
Yeah.
It's the move up from a simple tesseract to adding. It's the new light web, basically. The new sun. One of the new suns.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm feeling so trippy today because was it yesterday that I meditated? No, the day before when we were creating it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And then I just meditated with it and I put it like as a ball above my head. And I just like it just clipped in and it like traveled all the way around my body. And maybe that's, you see, it healed my body. Remember, I told you. That's why I
Yep.
didn't burn.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Thank you, PG.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my love.
Yeah. I'm learning that all that magic takes a toll eventually.
Well, that's why I just blah, 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 babble. Just wait, I'm going to get something and I'm going to start babbling. Then I'll start babbling.
Babble. Oh, I've heard that so many times. Babble. It's so funny you say that.
Babble, boil and trouble, cauldron, boil and cauldron, babble.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so that's what an old witch incantation or something?
No, it's from Sherlock Holmes. It's from William Shakespeare, Macbeth.
Oh, well, I need to reread those, I guess. I love Shakespeare.
I do too. I know I had crazy children too. They would love going to listen to Shakespeare theatre. They'd sit on, and they really loved it. They'd sit on the edge of their chair, just like goggle-eyed, just like 5-year-old Shakespeare. What the fuck?
Yeah, some people can't
Move
handle
over,
that.
Winnie the Pooh and Pippi Longstockings. We're not interested. But this was just truly. And then when I did this, then I actually I went back to a very beautiful back to my. I'm back into bed, guys. You know, I've just popped down for a visit. And I think that was also yours, yeah. Those
Yeah.
beautiful codes, yeah. So, but I'm sure that they're more, but because I also got some and it's got play, and that was they came back. I said these are architectural codes. It was just very strong for me that's what they were. I think that was yours.
Yep,
Almost
with the
mine.
daisy, and that's my pure color, pure
Yeah.
neon.
Could be yours. It was such a beautiful connection of yin and yang, and that's yours.
Yep.
But remember, I don't think I put mine in here. I've been telling you to go and this is so beautiful. Look at that.
Yay, the 2 hearts melting. Yep.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
There's some powerful stuff in there.
Mm.
And it just flows.
Look, it's a brain.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a brain.
Well, I saw
Insane.
cell.
Brain.
I was
No, but it's a
reading
proper
cell.
brain. It's almost no longer 2 pieces. It's getting one.
I was seeing a cell division
Oh.
in that.
And this one. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. The light body is coming, baby. Is coming. He's, I mean, what's it? I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. The gorillas. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, the monkeys are around again. Hello.
Yeah, I don't really have a personal link, Katie. All my stuff is on the live streams with Krista, so you have to go back. Or we're gonna, well, probably make a big recap, or I'm gonna do a website or something. But yeah, for now it's all on the live streams.
At the moment, well, those look like musical notes. I also want to do, I mean, we've been through it, that we do like a big Saturday thing, and you can just do like, I show a lot of my stuff during the week, so the weekend, the other days are very much free. Whoops. Whoops.
Goddamn automated calls. Yep.
Huh? You okay? Do you need to go?
No, I'm good. Automated calls, man. They suck.
I don't know why it's not showing me anymore.
Oh, reality breaking.
I don't know why it's gone, so I can't make it bigger.
Ooh.
Oops. Okay, so there's the sun, going into the sun.
Oh, that's the same one I started with yesterday.
It's mine.
That one's yours, yeah.
Yeah. It's not yours. This one. It's not yours.
No, but that looks like the first one I shared yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's why I needed you, because two suns. It's two suns.
Yep.
I must go put this all on my own. Smack, 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 smack. I shall talk to you, those creatures. It's okay. I figured I got a double Aries, so I can do that. So, it's not that I really want to do that, please. Really. So this was the joining of two suns. Beautiful.
Yes.
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 It's okay. You're here now. I should have maybe smacked your mouth yesterday. I don't know what you said. I was actually going to go and re-listen to the live from last night to hear what you said when I left. Maybe what you said a bad word.
I did?
I don't know. I was supposed to watch. Somebody said I must wash your face with your mouth with soap. It was so bad.
Oh yeah, she was just
I
didn't put because you were gone and she was just pulling my hair like, oh look, you're gone. You said bad words while you were gone, just teasing me like two kids.
Do you see? Oh, you see, Katie sees that. I see her. She sees the faces in the stones. And I see it now in trees. They like, once they start showing you their faces, then you just see the trees, like you look at a tree and it like, you think to look up and it says, hello. And it's like, hello, you crazy looking thing. And then it's around the corner, peekaboo, I'm also here. And then you start seeing all the faces in the tree. So cool. And once you see it, then you can't stop seeing it. But faces in stones, I like, but I haven't connected with the stones. We have the Drakensberg, which is the Dragon's Mountain in South Africa. And when you drive from a distance, you drive towards it, it is just this pure dragon. It is the most beautiful range of mountains as well. Let's stop being... Okay, I don't know the UFO street. Zoom in and out like Star Trek. Zoom. Yep, that's what we do. And hey, we're doing Zoom. Zoom is now for buzzy bees. Bzz, bzz, we zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm hostile today. Because I know. You missed. Because we have Venus moving into Aries. And she's no longer sweet. She's like a ratty bag. She is now pulling on. She's not the sweet mama. She's moving into her powerful, strong,
What the fuck
telling
is
it like it is, getting her voice, smack, smack, smack. She's not going to mince her words. This is what's coming up. I don't know how long Venus is in Aries, but she's moved out of Pisces where she was a lot sweeter. And I'm quite particular to Venus. I do like her very much. And in my chart, she's also in the second house, so she's well aspected. So, and then, sorry guys, I've got double Aries to deal with this Venus. And she's also, Millie, it's really important. I hope you're still here and I'm not talking into the sky. But it's going to be a bit of a rough 3 days because Venus right now is aspected straight with Chiron. So you're having a push me, pull you, all the relationships, shit is coming up again, even with your dog, anything that it was in your life. And at the same time, you're feeling this deep, deep self-love. So it's really like magnets doing crazy things. But hang in there, honey. Really, really. And yeah, I don't mean to be like, I really mean hang in there. Just like, got a bit of a rough 3 days. Just the sun is just exploding. Just breathe and really, really use honey. Go and get some honey and just like have like a little half a teaspoon of honey. Just lick on it. Yeah, love you, Millie. You've got lots to do, honey. Yeah, absolutely. I know you've got a lot of Libra, but it doesn't matter what. I know you're a big girl, a very big girl. You do some really awesome stuff. So it's going to be hitting everybody. Not everybody's going to get through some of this stuff because it's going to be quite rough for many. Yeah. Just telling it like it is, and I'm going to be more like this. I'm sorry if I'm not going to be nice. So you've got PG to make things laugh. I have been warning you sometimes that if my
That's why I'm here.
yeah, if my father had just been on his own, he would never have made it'd be brilliant, Mark's brilliant. But no, it would have been a bit rude. So here's my mother to be polite. So I don't know, which one do you want me to post? Tell me which one I should post on Discord for the people, PG.
This one.
That one, I think this one, hey.
Yep.
We're pushing you guys. Sorry, I'm talking for PG as well. He wasn't, I know he was there, this is not, I can't do this. I mean, I can, but why?
Yeah, well, Anna, we can't really do this alone.
No.
It's way too much for...
This is too big. And yeah, so I did ask what you guys needed today because it was like, today Venus enters Aries. Her silk turns to flame. Don't forget, that's my nice Chinese name, like water, like silk. So she's going to start bubbling. Yay! Oh, 100 million lotus blossoms all over the world have been gone out like they do every day.
Jump, Katie. Don't worry. Go for it.
What's
We're
that?
holding space for everyone. Don't worry
For
about
everyone.
it. Every single one of you guys are held. Yeah. And you
Not
have no idea how much you're held in love.
Yeah.
So jump. Don't be scared of jumping. You will get lost, but you will get caught.
You know what I actually heard as well? So it's like today has like been quite a day of rest. But be very aware of going to sleep, and just a lot of work is so yeah. I did it a couple of days ago. PG did it yesterday. We do it a bit ahead. So in the next, maybe tonight or tomorrow, you might like have some really big, powerful dreams and some work in your dreams. That will just like cut a lot of this stuff for you. It's really quite nice if you can, those first 7 minutes in the morning, just to try to remember and jot down, write down, doodle, draw,
if you don't even remember what your dream was, maybe just wake up, just write how you felt. Yeah, so it's either you're going to wake up in a good mood or you're not going to wake up in a good mood. There's very little in between. So just ask for your lots of protection and golden light. You've got so many tools and tricks. And breathing up and down the golden spine, breathing gold through your body. Ah, and I didn't get burnt, though I was I mean,
Barely.
it's all wrinkly and it feels like
Yeah, that's a miracle. That's great.
And I'm serious, guys. Like a big spoon, like the size of my hand spoon. It's not like a teaspoon. It's like those big, like cooking spoons. A full spoon of
A ladle.
almost like a ladle. Yeah, over the side of my hand. Boom, and down here. It's like, oh, fuck. I did put it under cold water quickly, and I put it like just the dish towel on, and I thought, well, okay, I've got some cream, which is magical stuff, and I didn't put it on. It was fucking sore. I mean, for a while, I thought, oh, God, it's going to be a nightmare. And now, God. Okay, so we need, guys. So we have Venus entering Aries, where silk turns to flame. Love now walks forward with a bold and sovereign stride. It's for all of us. Millie, you especially, because you're the opposite. You've got her pulling on the other side. Courageous love. Venus in Aries calls for action from the heart. Not sentiment, but sacred bravery. Today, the planet needs those who love boldly. Speak the truth. Bless even the chaos. Say the words you've been holding in. Walk forward as love, not just with it. Protect the arts and beauty. Ganesha, keeper of arts and maths, asks, who will guard the sacred symbols? Who will protect beauty from becoming empty luxury? Today, create beauty with soul. Uplift the artists. Let maths sing, let geometry glow. Let your love be architectural, a temple of devotion. I had that in the meditation today, that it was like so much stuff. First, it was like little orbs, but they had writing in them, little white orbs. And then they started these like gold threads coming in. And then there was like mosaic colors, but lots of golden threads. So that's like what's happening. Ignite the inner fire without burning others. Okay, that's for me. Double Aries, a twin flame in motion. But yeah, that's so interesting. But that's with everybody, okay? That my fire your fire become a hearth, not a wildfire. So temper your passion with presence, because you're all going to feel that wildness. Hey, channel it into prayer, poetry, and portals.
Portals, bubbles, yay!
Bless the body and the body of Gaia. Oh, there was a big, so that's where you went. Oh, that's where you went. Because I told you, I said, go sing outside at 8 o'clock. There's thousands of us singing Maravati. Maravati, doesn't matter. I sing it anyway. But go out and touch the earth if you can. So like she's really been called on to make the stuff go quicker. But she wants some love. So that's what happened. Venus rules the body and Aries rules motion. Bless your limbs, stretch like the sunrise, move with joy. Send this blessing down to Gaia's sacred limbs, the rivers, the roots, the skin of her mountains. Anoint her body by walking gently and fiercely upon her. And her mantra of that is, I am love, I am power, I am courage. I am the divine being. So if you hear what we've done, all that beautiful work with bringing in Uglamukhi and Chamunda is just to protect all of this stuff. And obviously, I love my Ganesha.
No one's gonna say otherwise.
He loves me, actually. Yes, yeah, loves me lots. What else have we got? Oh, Saturn and the heart. I mean, that's me and my dad. That's like really. And I've got Saturn, and at least I can walk with my father. He's like pure Saturn, like the man of really. Anyway, we won't go to him today. He hasn't. That's for us. Do you like it?
Oh, of course.
I know. Like
Fascinating.
and that. I like the sun. What else have we got? Ah, my love song to my beloved Ganesha. You don't have to have. And this is the sacred
Oh,
pearl in
shit.
the heart. Huh?
Damn.
Yeah. I was busy and you were sleeping. No, you were helping me.
I was not sleeping, love.
I can see. So this is opening our heart spiral portals, guys. This is like I told you we've just begun. I'm sorry this is such an overload for you guys right now.
Can
okay?
you send me the last
I
picture,
with
please?
pleasure. Huh? This one?
Yeah,
I will with pleasure.
the codes are speaking to me. I need to.
Oh no, it's huge. Hey? It's all new.
That's new circuitry. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I love that.
I know it's massive.
The heart in the middle is just a distraction from the real
I'm
stuff.
sorry. You can get rid of the heart. I know. I was
That
also
thing
like, I
is
thought, what if I did
fascinating.
heart?
I'm
I
getting
was
so
gonna
many
play with it
downloads.
some more, and I just thought, no. It's my. This is like came down. My Venusian heart. You know, I make this.
Venus? Okay, so that's Venusian. Good to know.
It's the Venusian stuff right now. That's why I need some help here because I promised to take her. But there's two things. But I'll talk about it later. I'm not going to talk about it right. I have spoken about it, but I'm not going to bring it up now.
Flame of Venus, keeper of the rose and star. Open now the petal gate of remembrance within me. I breathe with beauty. Liquid rose quartz flows from heart, blessing all I touch. I remember, I rejoice, I rise, so it is. So I shine, so love becomes the path.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yes. So what else? So I'm back in my bubble, guys. I've gone home. Thanks for the journey. But just before I leave,
Oh, wait. Oh, you've got some gold right there. Jesus, what is that?
I've been busy. This is Venus. She's the goddess of love. She's been
Yeah, I'm
there.
looking at the one beside it where it's
This one.
so my colors.
I'll send it to you. Of course, I'll send it to you. But maybe
Bubbles.
not. You got to know. You got to do something. I'll tell you what you got to do. And you send it, then I'll send it to you. This is big stuff.
Love
And
that.
this one.
Love those.
That's
Yeah.
important. It's such a key. But it's Venus.
Mm,
Oh, my Venus. I know.
I'm your Venus. You're
My desire. I don't know the lyrics so well. I think somebody can
I'm
sing.
your fire, your
Yeah.
desire. I think
Yeah.
that's what she said.
Because Chatmunda is part. She's part of a whole nother constellation. And I've got enough to do. Hey. So some of Millie's in Peru. I'm so glad. I really don't want to do that. So these were codes coming down. My rainbow codes back in Tibet. So that's what I'll send this to you too if you like. That's
Yes,
what I'm
please.
trying.
Those are
Yeah.
getting complex and fun.
I'm just going home now. I'm just like I'm tired now, guys. I'm back in Tibet. And thank you, PG. I really appreciate what you said. Thank you. You see, I meditated with that thing.
I say a lot of things, love. I said a lot these last days.
No, but I meditated. I did. It was like when that.
Well, good. I'm glad my words reached you.
Yeah. Well,
Good
it,
night,
it
glad I
went,
can help.
that's what came up when I meditated with it, remember?
Yeah, that's a sick image. You know that.
Yeah. So,
Rainbow waters coming back.
there are a few that kind of go with it that I've shared. But you can see they're getting a little intense. That's the rain, just like, you know, that's when I've visioned, but I've done it for years. So please just, it's so beautiful. I hear Victor doing it like now, like the rain, like healing rain. So pretty. Just let it rain, guys. Let it, all the colors just rain in healing, however you, because that's the earth. She's full of, we're going to be walking in this earth with full of rainbows. I mean, isn't that going to be sweet?
Who's crazy now? Just
I'm
kidding.
not crazy. Yes, we're still going to have coffee. Raise your vibration. So, and that's enough for today. So,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna burn out again.
okay.
That is coming up.
Oh, that was because that's sorry, that was the last that I was doing that last night, and you weren't there. Well, that's
I
no wonder
was
you
there,
fucked
but
up.
in another
That's what I was
timeline.
doing.
I was everywhere. Maybe
I
that was
know.
me. You know.
But that's what I was doing. That's what I was hugely putting this big like rainbow bubble around the earth. Blah, 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 back and blah. Sorry, with deepest respect. And where's PG? He's not there. Oh, my heart is breaking. No, it's not. You can do that.
Oh, crazy days.
So now do you understand why you got a little crazy last night? So I hope that was helpful for somebody.
Probably.
Thanks, Eddie. It's getting late, you know, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
That's early.
It's so early. I'm your Venus, I'm your fire. Thank you.
Your fire, your
Yeah.
desire.
Yeah, I sent you that picture of Venus, Millie.
Was it
I'll keep you in the Venusian loop. Yeah. That's what I wanted to just share just quickly. Let me see. Just to remind us. I was doing my hot flame stuff. Have I got it here? Oh, no. Do I not have it here? No, then I must put it up at the top. Yeah, I do. That's what I wanted to show us. See, that's where do you remember? That's where we started.
Yeah.
That's where we started on the 8th of January. We were going to
you remember that. That's great. That's beautiful.
We were going to start on the 1st because it was Wednesday and it was the year begins with WTF. What the fuck? And then I kind of worked the numerology, so it was a 9. I can't remember what the ones are. No, let's just start next week. I think I also had a little bit of angst. I didn't want to do live. It was like terrifying.
What a fucking ride.
Been a ride, hey? That's just so beautiful. I think I must send that to you as well. And that was one of the
I
first.
have it. I have those. I have all those.
I know, but sometimes you just need to remember. That's why I did this, because this is a whole new photo album called Be Beautiful. And that was one of my first images I created, which was like WTF.
The first one you sent me.
Yeah, that was, yeah. I just like my memories. And then this was after our first live, and Josh was bubbling. Josh was like all over Saint Germain. And I went outside and I heard so many owls. Woo, woo. I had to go and talk to the stars. And then I came back and this image made this image.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux? J'ai pas fini.
So thank you, Peachy. Thank you, everybody, for being part of this journey. Are you eating?
Nah, just a nosy mommy.
Ah, okay.
You done? You done? Oh,
Oh, shame.
Gone. Ah ouais, va-t'en, Gone. She says hi.
Hello, Mama. Hello, John, Mama John.
There she goes. She just wants in. She just wants in.
Hello, Mum.
Bonjour, madame.
I'm very dark here from Germany. Wow, if I said it from Africa, it would make more sense. Sorry, being rude now. Come, I want to take your son to Africa with me. Can I take him when I go?
Elle veut me kidnapper puis m'emmener en Afrique.
Ah,
My mom went to Africa. She went and taught there, so her heart is
Oh.
still there. It never left.
Where really? Where did she teach?
C'est où t'étais?
Togo.
Togo.
Oh no, my friend is from Togo.
Elle a un ami qui vient de là.
I have a good friend here, and she speaks French.
Ok, va-t'en là, je translate.
I'm gonna put. Oh, you have no idea. I'm gonna connect.
This
you
is
to
gonna
my
last
friend.
so long. Stop it now. I'm not this translator here. I'm not doing
Yeah,
that
but
deal
it's
again.
stupid because I won't be able to understand. But I'm gonna set your mum up with my friend from Togo, who's here in Germany, and they can have a good.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Does she speak French? Because my mom only
Yes.
speaks French.
No, she speaks French and she speaks German, and it's so. I told you, it's so complicated to be friends with her. No, I mean she's. I can't speak German properly, and I don't speak French, and she doesn't speak English, and she doesn't understand English. Very little, next to nothing. Next to nothing. Millie, what are you loving? Everything. So yeah, I know. Isn't that just so amazing? It's just so amazing. I know. Ha ha ha. Yeah. So and they can talk magic. But we'll talk about that. We won't air all the washing. We'll talk about what your mama does and but teaching in Togo. Oh,
Yeah. Well, it's a while ago too. It wasn't the same place as it is today.
Abla's been here for like 20 years. So, I mean, she has been back. But anyway, only Americans are monolingual.
That's why I live with her, you know. But you know, when you live with someone, the relationship gets to a point, you know.
It's always, that's why you have to keep sparkling it, you know.
Yeah.
I had some Swiss friends. I mean, one should do it every day, obviously. But they were married on Valentine's Day, which I always think is a really stupid thing for people to do. But anyway, that's my personal opinion. I think it was her birthday as well. But it was it was a day that he said every year. He was very wealthy. He was an architect and he knew all the big boys in South Africa, not the white ones. Carol and Becky and all of them, they would come for dinner. This was in the 80s still. And they stayed on this beautiful farm, the top of a mountain in Rustenburg? Krugersdorp, not Rustenburg. Beautiful property. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. But anyway, his whole thing was, they were Swiss. Beautiful house he designed. But every year he took stock of his life and his gratitude and what he had and what he'd accomplished, and not even accomplished, just what he had. You know, he had his family, obviously grateful every day, but it was a really big thing. And it was something that rubbed off on me. I would do that with my house when I moved into it. I called it my jewel. And it was on Women's Day, the 9th of August, that I moved in. I didn't plan it. It just happened like that. And I would, every year, come the 9th of August, my house had to be better. I had to have done something. It didn't have to be like a huge improvement or something, but it was the garden had to look better, the swimming pool, you know, everything had to be like slightly better.
to, click. So that's something maybe somebody wants to work with. That's just, I know we should do this every day, but it's like, it's nice if you do it once a year or every 6 months. Just once a year, just see where you've come in your life or in a specific thing, because I was very, very grateful for my house. Very, very, very grateful. Oh, and I did my travels Frenches. Did you use it? Do you speak it? I don't speak French.
Yeah, well, it is a complicated language, especially when you come from Spanish or English. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was glad I started with French, then got to English, because the opposite is pretty hard.
Oh no.
I'll be right back. Just
Oh baby.
bathroom break.
Oh man. Oh, many blessings, hey. May her passing be sweet and beautiful, and may she go quickly over to the other side. And come and chat. French, yeah. German, I never really learned. I learned German from my Oma when I was 2. I learned the nursery rhymes. So I'm very complicated. They don't know what to do with me in this country. So I learned the nursery rhymes and the songs. And I learned from my Oma, when you're 2, you obviously pick all this stuff up very quickly. And oh. It's important, if you can, hey, make peace so you can talk to your grannies and your parents, and just, it's for yourself, not for them. Be selfish about it. Sorry, here's the Venus zooming into Aries. Oh, no, the forgiveness is for yourself, not for them. But it's going to talk to them. Speak French, the other Spanish. Okay. Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak Spanish, Melly? Yeah, they say that's one of the best, in the afterlife, because you can really help people over. You can do a lot of extra work other than just speaking English, because it's getting better and better. But a lot of people were very trapped because of thinking that they're not going to pass over, especially people like from the ghettos and things. And it's all bullshit that they've got stuck there.
Oh, that was.
Okay. Oh, no, I can't speak Spanish at all.
The good trifecta.
No.
French, Spanish, and English. That's my.
Yeah, Spanish would be a good one.
I need to practice my Spanish. I know it, but I don't never practice it. Got the basics down.
My older son used to hide his Spanish books away like they were porn books under his bed. Because as the mum, I'm going to catch the porn books. Nothing. Fucking Spanish.
Oh, deceit. Oh, I thought you were hiding porn.
I think one of the funniest lines that I often think of it was like, in those days when they still packed children in America and sent them by mail. Put them in a bag and send them by mail. Anyway, this guy, he was sold and he'd lived in the outbacks. Blah, 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 blah. He had to run the station there. But he ordered French books. So he taught himself to speak French. But he never heard the language.
That must have been awful.
Can you imagine what it sounded like? Yeah, I often think of that and I have a little giggle about that, because French is very crazy. Germany is completely the other opposite. It's exactly, you can read German very easily. Because it's exactly the couple of rules and that's it. So yeah, we've come a long way, hey PG.
Yep, and we're just starting.
I know we're just starting again. But no, yeah, look, we're back with the Lyrens. We've got your Lyrens. I'm walking on, I don't know, sunshine. No,
I'm working on sunshine.
Venus fire. Come on, Venus. I'm not sure what, but I do know the pathway. I don't know the pathway, but I do know the pathway. I don't know this new one, but at least I'll figure it out somehow. With a little help from my friends. This is a combined effort. This is, yeah. So remember, ascension is just about waking up every morning and saying, I'm going to wake up early enough to see the dawn. You don't have to do that, but it's what your intention is and following through with it. Yeah. It's just changing your own frequency, because first your soul, where am I going with this one here? Hello, blah, blah, blah. Because first your soul judges you and then you judge you. And I've been doing a little bit, because it's, but of like, I'm eating cheese to talk to Anubis, to appease Anubis.
What does that even mean?
Because apparently it's I got this from an African lady. So you do it for the moon. I'm talking to Anubis. Anubis is the dog, and he's the gatekeeper of the halls of Amenti and onto the boat of the dead. But he weighs your heart to see if it's as light as a feather. So I want to go across. I said we've got a lot of boats going at the moment. There's a big ship going, big ship, Lollipop. We're lucky we've got a lot of sailors on our team here. And if you remember a little while ago, I was just like rocking around in this golden boat, being healed. So, yeah.
Spirals, let's go, spiraling.
My son was baptized. Alexander was baptized in the kids. They were weird. It was horrible. Because I went and I said, like, I'm going to have him baptized. And they said, like, well, I thought we were going to have a rehearsal. But this was like the real thing. So I was like, okay, I had his two gay godparents and his Jewish godmother going to this Catholic church. And he was such a snarky man. And it was like, ching, 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 ching. Alexander vomited all over him.
Ew.
I gave him his father's part of his name, so he's got another name in heaven. I've got Michelle, his Jewish godmother, looking at me like hell and saying, what the fuck you do that for? Like quite loudly. All I said it also quite loudly. I said, oh my God, that was quicker than going through KFC. So that was his baptism. So that was, yeah. I wanted to become ordained. It would be beautiful. Katie, go and become ordained. We need 9. You can get ordained within 3 months, or maybe it's 3 weeks now in the States. It's like every second gay boys a pastor ordained and marry you. I know, believe even Anubis is your buddy. He's okay. He's a dog. Michelle had a dog that was definitely Anubis. He looked exactly like Anubis. His name was Chappie. They used to have very beautiful dogs, and then the dog died. And his son went to the SPs, to the, what do you call it? A rescue, and chose this dog called Chappie. But he looked exactly like Anubis. He even had like a third eye, like a little walk thing. He was definitely nervous. He needed Russia, yeah, I'm sure, in Antarctica to flirt. Hey, when I was down in Natal, I met a Russian boat captain. I was with Melissa and with Alex. Alex was still quite small. Oh, he was so nice. God, he was so sexy too. But besides that, he wanted to take us on board to show us. He said, come. They're so friendly. You think the Russians are going to be scary. Before I met Russians. So we wanted to go, and then they wouldn't let us go. And he's the captain of the flipping ship. So the security wouldn't let us go through. And he was like so annoyed. He said, they'll let any other woman come through to come and look after the sailors. He says, and I'm the captain, and I've just got 2 women and a kid with me, and they won't let me come through. They won't let you come through. You know what I'm talking about, eh? They would let as many prostitutes as you wanted onto the ship, but if you weren't a prostitute, you couldn't go on. Okay. Oh, that's nice. We're going to talk to your neighbors. Did you watch Stranger Things? No, I never watched it. I started and then I stopped. Okay, darlings, I'm going to love and leave us. It's 9 o'clock. Ma, gully. Okay,
Yeah.
we've done a lot. PG, it's been my show, but it's been our show. So I'll send you some beautiful stuff, my love. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you for everything, for keeping me grounded and all those beautiful gifts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. So hang tight. Because these energies are real and they're not small.
No. La la bamba. I am captain and a commander. Yes. I know. When I used to sometimes say, he's a space cadet. He's just really a serious rookie, guys. I'm no space cadet. Way back then, I really was just 5D stuff. Please, I'm just trying to get used to, just trying to get my brain around 3D stuff. So I'm going to love and leave us. Don't run away. Are you going to go? We thank you, everybody. And I'm sure that I don't know what we'll talk about tomorrow. I'll put something up for us. Just be strong, guys. Write your dreams down. We've got an interesting 3 days. I'm sorry about the overload, but
don't ever apologize. You don't need to.
Oh, thanks, PG. I just needed to because we're moving. And Millie, we're going to Venus.
What we're doing needs to be done, so don't ever feel bad.
You go to Venus in your way, whatever. But this is the Venus portal has been opened. But it's been opened, but it's not really open, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And you've got that beautiful picture. I did send you of Venus. But I do need to talk to PG. I'm sure we'll come up with something because it's a lot bigger than Venus. Venus is just one part of it. And they need to kind of work in
just trying to think of how big it is. My brain is frying right now, so
it's okay. The more fried your brain is. I was thinking about that today. It's part of this community living, so I do need to share that with you guys. I lived on this plot. A plot is like a small holding or whatever you call it. When my kids went to the war, they'd been at the war for a while. So I was looking for someone else, and there was this ad in the local paper, the paper for the school. It was really beautiful. Okay, I was so sick. One of those Oompa Loompa things, when you're really tripping out of your brain and you're seeing things all over the place. But I had to go because, these things will go quickly. So I drove all the way out. It was fast. I drove all the way out there to this beautiful plot. And on the plot, there was the main house. And then there were 1, 2, 3, there were four cottages, 4 little houses. Okay, there were horses, there were chickens, there were geese, there were snakes, there were like a funny like pool thing, there were trees, there were bicycles all over the place, there were fruit trees, there was an orchard, there was all this fruit growing, there were vegetables growing, and there was this beautiful little house that I went to have a look. It was like, this is a dream. And then there was still another little place outside that I could use to sew. And somewhere down at another place, there was another little house that I could put my washing machine in. And I still been like, I phoned them the next day. I said, can I come through again? Because I was so like sick. I think this was a dream. I was totally like in a dream. But this was just such a beautiful way that we lived. So anybody that's got a little plotty thing, a little small holding. So the horses didn't belong, that belonged to one of the tenants. He was an engineer, professor of engineering at the university. What did she do? She did something, I can't remember, besides bake good bread. I don't remember what she did. Sadly, they actually sold. And they created like lots of those little houses that make lots of, they sold obviously for a lot of money. But that was just, that's when I had like, I don't know, 7 black cats. It was like a whole village. But yeah, and it was just so nice. The dogs would come and visit from, I had big dogs from that side would come to visit, and yeah. We enjoyed the horses, we enjoyed the geese, we enjoyed, you know, and that was just such a beautiful community way of living. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. And yeah, there were the vegetables that grew in the main garden. Yeah. It's PG.
Nice little pool.
Okay, my darlings. So I just wanted to share that. So that's something, if anybody finds something like that or thinks of doing something like that. It was very simple. And then we would, yeah, everybody had a turn to take the kids to school and to fetch them every day. So that was also quite nice because they all went to the Waldorf school. So you had your time to take and your time to fetch. And it was very simple. There's no like big thing about like community living. It was a kind of ramshackle down, like slept together houses. Thank you, Dale. Love you, love you, love you, love you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for coming
Love
by.
you, Kay. Love you, Millie. Karen, stay blessed. Dale, remember you're going to dream. You might dream, and if you don't dream tonight, remember what you feel like in the morning. So do be aware of your dreams, even if it's just how you wake up in the morning. Hold tight, guys. Lots of courage. Fuss bait. Dale knows what that means. It means grit your teeth. Hold thumbs for all of us. And who knows, I might wake up in the shittiest, most miserable crying mood tomorrow, but I hope not. I shall remember, for me, I'm my own twin flame. So let it go, guys. Find it quick. Be grateful. Love you, love you, love you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Love you all. Bubbles!
Have we got bubbles? Yeah, good. Yeah, please give them bubbles. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
bubbles.
they're
Where's
taking
your
over. I don't even need to bubble anymore.
No, but I'll send us bubbles, 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 bubbles.
Whee!
Can you see the bubbles?
Yay! Bubbles! Whee!
Bubbles! Bubble power. They remind me of, who are those? The Power Girls. The Power.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, Bubbles. One was called Bubbles.
Yep, and she's the cutest one.
Is that the green one?
No, it was the yellow one, the one that liked unicorns and bunnies. You know, like someone you know.
Oh, so I like the Powerpuff. Never really. My daughter was in Powerpuff, but I had to do the Powerpuffs. I'm definitely a Powerpuff if I'm going to be a superhero.
Yay!
I'll be
Let's
fine.
fight crime together. Whee!
Love you guys. Oh, I haven't.
Love you all. Thank you for coming.